Juneteenth is the holiday that celebrates the emancipation of African slaves here in the United States. And before we dive into the Juneteenth flag, we need to learn a little bit more about that fateful day in June of 1865. I'm sure you've heard of the Emancipation Proclamation. That was signed by Abraham Lincoln January 1st, 1863. But the enforcement of that proclamation kind of depended on Union forces being there. Texas was the most remote slave state, and so even after the Civil War ended, they kind of just kept doing their own thing. That is until Union troops landed on Galveston Island, which is near Houston, on June 19th, 1865, and they proclaimed the emancipation of all slaves in the last slave state. Juneteenth is now a federal holiday, thanks to President Joe Biden, who signed that into law in 2021. Now, let's learn a little bit more about this flag you probably have seen. The Juneteenth flag is the brainchild of activist Ben Haith and illustrator Lisa Jeanne Graff. You might notice that the Juneteenth flag and the Texas flag are pretty similar, and that's intentional. The star in the middle of the Juneteenth flag represents the Lone Star of the Lone Star State where Juneteenth happened, and it also represents all African Americans here in the United States. The arc shape in the background, that represents hope. It's a horizon representing all of the new promise and opportunities available to Black Americans. The colors of the flag, the red, white, and blue, are intentionally the same as the United States flag. That is a reminder that enslaved people and their descendants were and are Americans. The shape around the star is called a nova. It's a star being born, and it represents all of the new beginnings for freed slaves. You may see versions of the Juneteenth flag that have text on the fly edge. It's just got the date of Juneteenth. That was added in 2006. We at Flags for Good sell the one without the text just because it follows flag design rules a little bit closer. So there you have it, the flag of Juneteenth explained. Let me know what flag I should explain next. And until then, I'm Michael from Flags for Good. Thanks for watching. I really should iron these before I show them on camera, huh?